y'all, what's up? It's me. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. I was gone, a little absent for a while, been really busy back at work. I'm back online schooling, so back in classes, and just been really busy with life. But I am back and we are getting ready to film a video over this look. Well, not film a video, but go over these products. So I asked on Twitter last night if I filmed today what video you all would like to see most, and it was my drugstore favorites. So that is what we're gonna go over. And I will say that some of them are not drugstore but are affordable, so you can find it at like lower prices, like affordable prices, obviously. So we will go on and get started, and we're just gonna go in the order that I do my makeup. So for primer, well, I guess I moisturize first before I prime, and you all know that I love the matcha face milk from 4th Ray Beauty. It's my favorite way to prep my skin for the for makeup, for primer, and everything. It just really calms my face down. It fixes any of the dryness and just gives it a good like moisturized, hydrated base, and I just love it. I also really enjoy the papaya and the chamomile. That's how you pronounce it. Those three I really like. Now, if you're doing a no makeup day or like a really light minimal makeup and you want to still be like pretty dewy, have a nice glow, the turmeric one is really good. So we will go on now to primer. So the primer that I really like from the drugstore is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and sometimes I just go in with it on my fingers and I'll press it in, or like today what I did is I went in with a one of the Morphe sponges and I used that and pressed it into my skin and built it up, and it's really nice. It's like a creamy like base, and it just dissolves into your skin and it feels so good. It's not like super tacky and it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, so I really like that about it. And when it says that it is poreless, I mean, it really does do good at filling in those pores. There's also, I believe, a matte and a luminous version of this, so if you are more oily and you want to go matte, or you just like the matte look, or if you want to have a luminous look, you can also get those as well. So let's see, what do I do next? Foundation. So I have two foundations that I really like from the drugstore. One of them is more lightweight, so like on days where I don't want to wear a lot of makeup but I want enough coverage, so it's not, my skin isn't just all icky looking, I guess. Not necessarily icky, but uneven. And then there's one like what I'm wearing today that is a more full, medium to full coverage. It's buildable and gives me a nice canvas for when I want to do a fuller face of makeup. So the one that I like when I just want like a really nice everyday, not a lot of makeup look is the True Match Lumi by L'Oreal. It has SPF 20 in it, and it looks like this. Comes in a little pump. My shade is Soft Ivory, and I just really like it. It's like I said, it's really light, so you're still able to see like freckles. You'll still see blemishes and everything, but it just evens it out enough so it looks, you look more healthy. You look kind of fresh faced, and it's really nice. I have a cat hair on my nose. So my more full coverage one that I like is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer. I use shade Ivory, and it looks like this. It says it's long wearing, water resistant, it's lightweight, can't talk today, and medium to full coverage. And I just really like this. As you can see, it gives a nice even like base. You can still see like blemishes through it, but it's not like as lightweight as the other one, and I just really like this. I have cat hair. I was playing with Layla before this, and now I have cat hair all over my face. Okay, so concealer that I like is the Revlon Candid, let's see, Photo Ready Candid Antioxidant Concealer. I use 10. This shade works for me. I wish I had it just a little bit lighter, but when I was shopping the lighter one was like a banana yellow shade, and I didn't really want that, and then this was the next shade. So if I could have had it just a little bit lighter, I would like it even more. But formula wise, I love this. My under eyes look so good. They're so blurred, and that's partially because of the Poreless Putty Primer, but it's also because this concealer is just so pretty. Let's see, this is called Vanilla, shade 10 Vanilla, and I don't know if it's just really that dark. It's like my actual skin tone, but I want it to be even a little bit lighter than that so that I can really brighten my under eyes and not really be the same. For powder, I really like the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I do not like the packaging on it. I don't like that it can just like spill out. It doesn't have anything holding it in, so when you take off the lid, it just goes everywhere. I love how much this like you get in here. It is 2.3 ounces, and so that's a pretty decent amount, and I would open it for you guys, but I don't want it to fall all over me. But I really like this. It does have a reminiscent like smell of like whenever you had those cotton poofs, like, and you'd put that on your face. I'm pretty sure I've said this in a video before, so it does have a strong smell like the cotton puff powders, like you might see at like your grandma's house. But I really like it. It gives a nice like lightweight powdering without it looking like really thick and caked on, and it doesn't pick up on any of my dry spots. I have really dry skin, as I've said before, so it doesn't pick up on that, and it doesn't grab to those, so I really appreciate that. Okay, so for bronzers, I have two bronzers. So I've really been liking the Maybelline City bronzer in shade 100. It's a bronzer and contour powder, which I would say, yeah, you could say it's a contour powder. Usually contours are more cool toned and bronzers are more warm toned, and this is kind of like a in the middle kind of tone. And it's not too warm, so on days where I don't want to be super bronzy, like I wore it today, it's really nice. It just adds enough of a shadow. But then if I want the more like bronzy, warmed up skin, the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. It's a huge, like, palm size, but it only has 0.46 ounces. So it's pretty, like, thin, but it does have a good, like, surface area, I guess. But I just like the way this one looks because it is warm, and it doesn't make your skin look too matte. It still has life in it. For blushes, I have trouble picking just one blush because I love blushes. I love playing with them. I love testing them. They're probably like my favorite makeup item. So I have several to go, and to show you guys, and I used several today. I used two today. I used the Milani Romantic Rose Powder Blush, and it looks like this. So kind of like a peachy, dusty, rosy color. But then I still wanted a little bit of pink in it so that I could have a little bit of like springiness in it, in my face, and I used the Fresh and Peachy over top of that from ColourPop. Now ColourPop is not drugstore, but it is very affordable. You can go to Ulta and get ColourPop items, or you can go to their website and get affordable products. So I will be talking about a couple of ColourPop, but I will also have non-ColourPop items in the same categories in case that doesn't fit your drugstore needs. So I have Milani, I have ColourPop, but then I also have Burt's Bees. And I love this formula. It looks so good. I love the tones and the colors. This one is the Bare Peach one. And so when I'm going for like a very neutral kind of face day, this one is perfect. And I also really like the ColourPop Perk Up, like brown, for like a really neutral face where I don't have like a bright pink or orange. And then the Toasted Cinnamon they're kind of same. This one has a little bit more of an orangey tone with it, and I really like that as well. So for highlights, the obvious one, it's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. I have been using this for years. I love this. It's what I have on my nose and my forehead, and then I have it on my cheek, but I also, on top of it, put the Master Chrome by Maybelline in shade 250. Does it have a color? I don't think so. I don't know. I can't find it. So this one's a little bit more of a goldy, which is on top, and then this is the pinky, like rose gold. And it's just, these are just both really beautiful, really pretty highlights from the drugstore that I love. I constantly am using them. I have it on my inner corner today. Just the Master Chrome is on my inner corner. Both of them on my cheeks, and then just the Wet n Wild on like my T. And I just love them. Like I said, I've been using the Wet n Wild for years, and I've gotten other shades of them, and I like the other shades. They're pretty, but I just keep going back to this Precious Petals color. It's absolutely stunning. Let's give you like so pretty. So pretty. I love it. So for my brows, I have found a product that I absolutely love for my brows, and I think this is the best they've looked in quite a while. I'm not gonna lie, quite a while. And I've used Anastasia Beverly Hills, her brow pomade, and I use her brow definer, and I think this might beat it because it's just so easy to use. I did pick up a couple new brow products the other day that I'm going to be testing out to see how I like, so we will see. But the NYX Micro Brow Pencil is amazing. I love how small it is. So like, it's just a teeny tiny point, so you can get in there and make strokes, and it's not going to be like super drawn on. You can make it look feathery, you can make it look blocked in like I did more of today, and it comes with a nice little spoolie. I love it. Only complaint is, I said this in another video, the caps are different sizes, so you have to be careful which cap you put on what, because if you still have this pulled out and you put the smaller one on, it's going to smush your product all down because it doesn't even go on. And then I did use clear brow gel, but I haven't found one at the drugstore that I like. Well, I haven't really tried any, to be honest. So I just used my ABH clear brow gel. No, I didn't. I did not. I used my $1 Billion Brows brow gel that I had gotten out of a BoxyCharm a couple months ago. And I really liked it. It's not crunchy. It's not super hard like a gel sometimes gets. It's very natural feeling. Sorry, I did my makeup like 3-4 hours ago, so trying to remember. Okay, so for my eyes, I really highly suggest getting these bite-sized eyeshadows from e.l.f. They are amazing. I cannot speak highly enough of them. They just come with 4 little shades, and they're each like obviously like a different color selection, but I love this little purpley mauve one. It's probably my favorite one to use. It's super quick. It only has 1 matte, but I used the matte and these 2 shimmers today to create this look, and I just love how quick, easy. It's small, so if you are on the go and you really only have like a tiny little makeup bag, this is so easy to throw in and go, and I just love this. I love this matte purple. It is so pretty. I love this color. But today what I did is I just threw that matte all up in my crease, my upper brow bone area, and then I did the lightest shade on my lid, and then I used this this dark purple, and it has like yellow and maybe some green, like gold and maybe some green shimmer in it, and I use that as my eyeliner because I'm just trying to work on using eyeliner as eyeshadow as eyeliner, because I've seen that trend and I really like it. It looks more natural. It's not as harsh. You can blend it out a little bit, and it looks really pretty, and that's just something I've been wanting to work on. So I use that, and it's a dark purple, so it goes with the palette. And I really need to get to the store and buy the other color themes, because I love this, and it's very inexpensive too, so it's not gonna like drain you of money or anything. It's so nice. Mascara, I'm gonna have to go with the Voluminous Lash Paradise. Today I used the waterproof one. I don't have a preference over waterproof or not waterproof. I think if I had to pick, I would typically pick the non-waterproof one, just because it's less harsh on your eyelashes to use on a day-to-day basis. Obviously waterproof is going to be a little bit more durable, and so if you use it day-to-day and you're taking it off every night, it's gonna be a little more harsh on your eyelashes than just a normal formula. So day-to-day, non-waterproof. I also really like the Carbon Black. I have it somewhere over here. I can't find it right now, but I have that version too. And let's see. Eyeliner. Okay, so for eyeliner, I really like the ColourPop ones. I use them for every look, but like I said, if you're not wanting ColourPop, because they're affordable, but you want strictly drugstore, the Rimmel eyeliners are extremely good. I use the brown one a lot of the time. I've started to go away from black unless I'm doing like a really sultry nighttime look. And even then, sometimes I still use the brown because it's not as harsh. I like Rich Brown in their waterproof eye definer from Rimmel. I put this in my lash line and it does not budge. It looks so good, and it's just a really rich chocolatey look. I love it. And then I also have Nude, which is their Scandal Eyes kohl pencil liner. And so it's like this. The other one I have is a twist up. This one is a sharpener, one that needs sharpen. So I prefer the ones that twist up, but to each their own. But they're still really good pencils, really good. So let's see. Oh, back to brows. I forgot. I didn't use it today, but I do like it. It's the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. For days where I want more natural looking brows, where I don't want them to be as structured, I use this, and it's a nice little pencil, not pencil, like pen with prongs. So it grabs your hairs and you can make like strokes of hair, and it's really good. It looks nice, and it's really quick to use. So the structured, you're going to take a little bit more time to do, just to get it even and perfect and like straight lines, crisp, clean it up, all that good stuff. But this one, you just kind of like flick through your brows and you are good to go. So lashes. I have a lot of lashes that I like. I prefer drugstore lashes most of the time. I have 2 pairs of Lily lashes. They're the same style. But most of the lashes that I use are Allure. And they're a drugstore. I get mine at Icing in the mall, but I know you can, I'm pretty sure. If I'm lying, I am so sorry. I'm pretty sure you can also get these at their drugstore. If not, Kiss lashes are also really good. But I know like the Double Up Wispies by Ardell are some really good ones. I like those especially for like weddings. I think they look so fluttery, so natural. But these ones, they're called Wispy. They're number 117. They're what I have on right now, and they are just so light, but they have like a nice little cat eye effect because the lashes on the outer edge are longer and a little bit thick, like fuller as you go out, and they just bring like it out, and I love them. And it's light and they're not too heavy, so on days where I'm not wearing like super bold liner and a super dramatic eye look and super dramatic makeup look, I can wear these and still feel like the way I want with lashes. And since I have like hooded eyes, a lot of time if I do eyeliner with mascara, I can't see my lashes, so putting on the fake lashes helps. So I'd rather have my light lashes for days like these. So last, I have a couple items that no, not last, but a couple more items for lips. So ColourPop recently had this collection come out. It was the Wild I don't remember what it's called, but it was the one with all the cactuses and the blossoms and everything. And this is called Cactus Blossom, and it was a lip oil set of 5. One of them's in my purse because I cannot stop using it. It is so nice. So I used today the Playa Vista, this shade. And while since they're lip oil, they don't have like a lot of pigment, but it's just enough to have like a really sheer tint of the color. And I've seen multiple people say that you have to reapply these, but I don't find that I'm reapplying them, because even when they kind of go into my lips and like hydrate my lips, I still feel like there's a nice shine where I don't need to constantly be reapplying. The other day, the first time I used these, I put them on, took a picture, and then wiped it off because I was about to put on a mask and I didn't need oil seeping into my mask. And my lips were so nice feeling for the rest of the day. I instantly messaged my friends and were like, you have to get this. It's so good. I'll go on and put it on so you know what it looks like on. So like I said, a really light tint. It doesn't have a lot of pigment, but it feels amazing on. I love it. And the shade, what is it? Skinny Dip is my favorite. It's the lightest colored shade. So they have the clear one and then like a really light colored brown. So pretty. This is what the applicator looks like. It's just a flat paddle. But the packaging on it is beautiful, and I just love this. So for lips, like a actual lipstick, lip liners ColourPop. I haven't tried any other lip liners. That's a lie. I did try LA Girl, and they were good. They just turned out different shades on my lips than the pencil said it was, and so that was just weird. But for lipsticks, I absolutely love the Superstay Matte Ink by Maybelline. These don't budge. You put them on and they are there for the night. You get a little transfer, like if you're drinking out of a cup, but you can't tell on your lips because it just still stays on your lips, and it's amazing. It's not super drying. It's a little dry, but not super drying. And the colors that they have are amazing. I have a pink one, and then I also have a brown one. Let's see. This one. So I have these two, and I love them both so much. They're so good. Another is the L'Oreal, let's see, Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. I also have 2 shades of these, kind of like the same. But these are so good as well. These ones, I think, personally, are a little bit more drying than the other ones, but it's still a super comfortable formula. Super long lasting, at least for me. And they smell so good. This is from the Macaroons collection, so they smell really good. And then I also have one from the chocolate collection somewhere back yonder. I don't know where it is right now, but I have 3 and I love them. So last but not least, for setting spray, I like the Milani Make It Dewy setting spray. It's a 16-hour wear. It's hydrating, illuminating, and it sets. So it looks like this. And it says it's lightweight, and it really is. You spray it on. It's a little bit of a stronger sprayer. After using the Morphe one, which I really like, after using that one for so long, and that feeling like nothing going onto your face, and then going on to another like different spray and it being a little stronger, I don't know if it's not really actually strong and I just feel like it's strong because I'm used to nothing, or if it actually is. But this is what it looks like. So it's a really fine mist, but it's a little bit stronger of a sprayer. I like it because it does bring back a little bit of life, especially since I like more matte powders and foundations, even with my dry skin. Doing a dewier kind of does not taste good. So even with my dry skin, I prefer more matte, like more of a more matte base, and so getting a dewy setting spray really helps me bring back the life while still achieving like a flawless matte base, if that makes sense. I still have life and a little bit of dew because my highlight and then the dewiness from the setting spray, but then I'm still pretty matte. Actually, I have one more product. I saw it sitting here. I just had to talk about it. Recently, what I have been doing with my powder is I've been taking like a big fluffy brush and using like the Coty Airspun and doing all over my face. But then I go back in with the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. This shade is Creamy Natural. It's a pressed powder. And what I do is I just go into like my like problem areas. So I press it. So I really focus on pressing this powder into my skin. So like my under eyes, I really press this in and work that in. Not so much powder that it's making me look like dry and gross, but enough to where like, look at this under eye, like it's smooth, there's no creasing, it looks really good. I also put it like around my nose down here, the bridge of my nose, my forehead right in here, and then my chin. Like basically the areas where I think I'm gonna have the most creasing, this is where I go in with after I've like done a loose setting powder. And I do it pretty light because I haven't been doing a lot of the heavy makeup anymore. I mean, there's days where I definitely do because I want that whole like flawless pancake look. But I've really just been kind of enjoying the more natural look, like the lip oils, the lip glosses, the like light flush of blush, and really not as full coverage foundation. If you haven't yet, go follow me on my Instagram, go follow me on my Twitter. I'm going to leave those down below so you know who to look for, where to find me, all that good stuff. And I will see you in my next video. I hope you are having a great day, a great night, wherever you are when you're watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye.